So I got a call for a meat bunker, service call for a meat bunker. Kind of one side, they say one side was warm while the other side was keeping temperature. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up this meat bunker. See why it's freezing up. Got everything set up. I thought the setup was quicker. I suppose not. We're gonna get it all apart and let's see what else we got going over here. There's always more to getting these things apart than expected. You're gonna want to stay calm. Take all these out. I like these meat bunkers better, this style, because everything's easy to get to, mostly. What we're looking for is if the case is starving, a fan motor failed, a plug drain, defrost heater damage, dirty TXV screen. Everything else is probably in the rack room. Oh, look at that. It's maybe very frosty, my friend. It's very frosty on the one side. I wonder if it's starving. With a little time, you'll be able to quickly assess all these points within seconds, moments. You know, super texture. Somebody give me a veto bag. Hey, come on. I don't know what circuit this is on. All this shit here. Fan's working. It's just super frosty. Makes me wonder if if it's starving or if we are plugged up on the, what do you call it? Valve screen. Valve screen. It's starving. Maybe it's starving or maybe it's the valve screen. Oh my God, what is this? And it starts. That's for something else. Is that? At this point, it's time to start systematically isolating this circuit and disassembling. The easy part. Probably going to close this off, valve it off, get it cleaned up, open the plenum, see what else we got. Gonna check the valve screen, see what we got there. Check the plenum, see how far it goes down. The fans are rotating correctly. Maybe this thing is starving. So then we're gonna check upstairs to make sure this thing is thangin', not starving. I went into defrost. There's no defrost here, so I don't know. Let's see. Close it. Do that jump, and then. So many screws. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's very strange. Anywho, I'll move this over yonder. Said one side was maintaining, the other side wasn't. And it does have defrost heaters on it. So we're gonna get this thing de-iced because the store's open. Can't use a hose. So I got my trusty Ryobi Easy Clean sprayer. The, 400. All right. Hey, Happy New Year. I got a kind face. These combos are a theme out here with the people. 400 PSI. They got one that's higher in PSI, but it'll damage the coils. We don't want to do that. So got that. This is something I use to clean out drains and different things, blow them out. And if I have to, I'd even use my mouth. Don't need that. The wand sprayer, so you can move it around. That's a little more flexible than the sprayer that comes with. It's nice and rigid. Got my hoses. Take that out. We can also use the good old-fashioned utility pump. Put it in the bucket. Because I'm limited on battery. I left all my batteries at home, so I'll probably just use the sump sprayer in the bucket. I think I might use the pump, put it in a bucket, because then I can just plug up right over here if I have my plug attachment. And I do. And my trusty adapter attachment to the cable. Sometimes we gotta use a little ingenuity out here in the field, you know, to get the outcomes we want. Then we can get started. So I got my water, and we're gonna plug it up. I'm gonna take this back out. We don't need it. We'll grab us a hose. We don't need a long one. Go ahead and hook this up right here. Take this. I like keeping my cables nice and wrapped. Makes me feel like an adult. Flop this right down in there like that. Booyah. Take my trusty. This is not recommended. Way better ways of doing this here. However, it's what we got. Do I have tape? NEC code? Got tape. Those are suggestions. Suggestions, right? No? No, they're not. Okay, so I'll take this up. We don't want to die, so seems like this tape is trash. I only need it for a little bit. We're taped up. We're plugged up. Whoop, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Whoop-de-doop. Turn it down. We gonna plug up right to where the fans are supposed to be. Now, when I move this out the way, guess what we about to do right now? Booyah. Check this out. Now, it makes this a whole lot easier. These are some of the tools of the trade that add convenience to an inconvenient situation. You know, creature comforts. We don't need complicated hoses around. I mean, there's not a lot of people in here right now, so we probably could have just pulled the hose from back behind the meat section. I mean, the coil's the main thing. Oh, shit, hold on. Gotta take off the back. I think we are frosted up in the back wall. A little back wall action. Okay. So we're gonna take that back wall apart, then get it going from there. The accents, they aren't going anywhere, unfortunately. Sorry. Where's my drill? That's my dream. My drill is my dream. It's my drill, and that's my dream. This is gonna be a bitch to get back on. They always are. Come on, you bitch. Unstripped. It's always one. Wants to be a dickhead. Got a little trick for that. Gerber suspension NXT. I use this forever. What did I say? What's that hot sauce Texas Pete? I put that shit on everything. After several angry hot sauce enthusiasts have pointed out, it's Frank's Red Hot. Sorry, everybody. That's my bad. Sorry about that. I use this shit for everything. That's what this is all about. Holla at your boy. So, if I recollect, we can just snap this right on off of there. And then we get another handy tool that I use quite often. My grandfather's old pick. Ice pick. I use it to grab hard to grab places. I don't think it's working. It is not working right now. So I'll try something else. So we do got some back wall action. Upon getting into the back wall, I found more ice that I wouldn't have been able to clear without removing that. It's not always apparent, but you got to keep a keen eye. So what this looks like with this back wall action here, to me, what it looks like is over the holiday, they had this side packed up with a bunch of that was blocking airflow in the back, probably blocking airflow in the front, or maybe they had it stacked up so along here air was blowing out instead of going back in. That side was not packed up because this isn't simple starvation ice here. This is because that side holds temperature. This is straight up. You blocked airflow for a certain period of time on this side, which blocked it up back here. And then after that, even though you might not have blocked airflow after that, it just build up and build up and build up and build up. So you want more tidbits? I am a bastion of raggedy information and tips. Now we can plug it back in. We're gonna need more water. Now we can plug this back in and get on back to business. Now that we know what we're dealing with. See, the issue with this here is I have to keep it held with the trigger because you can't lock it. So kind of what I do is I have like the straps that you put on, the Velcro straps you put to hold up your hoses and shit, the little husky straps. I'll squeeze it in and then I'll husky strap it and then I'll set it down because then I can just use the wand to flip it back and forth. Little tricks. But this is going to take way longer than I want. There we go. There we go, Chief. I gotta do something right quick, so we are going to do something that may or may not work. Oh. Happy New Year. Come on, you. We're just about out of water. Gonna have to get a new jug. Yep, you hear it? Squirkling. Just my luck. We're leaking water out the side of this frickin' thing, dude. You can't win for losing. You can't win for winning. Why is it leaking water? I have no clue. Like the drain is way over here and the drain is not clogged up. So it ended up being that the level of the meltwater was just reaching above where the case was sealed. So I just adjusted my water flow a bit. But it's still annoying. This is gonna be a cluster. What a good question. Is J.D. Vance an actual hillbilly? This is not a good question. He has a book called Hillbilly Elegy, and I don't know. They have these videos of Fat J.D. where he looks like a hillbilly, but is he a hillbilly? Right? Only time will tell, I suppose. Driving to see the monks. Phone calls are not really my forte, but they can be interesting. Well, at least they didn't start in California, I suppose. I'll be like, y'all never gonna make it. Where about in Texas did they start? Because if they started in like Alamo or some shit, or Galveston, you got to go across the entire state damn near. No, stopping traffic is not a walk for peace. It's just pissing people off. Take your piece and shove it. I'll give you a piece and you can walk for this piece. Piece of my mind. Get you some running shoes. Y'all need to pick up the pace. All right. Okay, let's get back to work. Got some new ice. We are leaking out of the side of the hold on, let me get some towels. There we go. So now we're on a 2-bucket protocol. One bucket after another. Get this thing de-iced. You're working? Yeah. More conversations. I swear I don't talk this much. Really. So I let them know. Like,
I believe you're here.
Send them to them.
I was your recruiter, so they went.
We usually check in, but for whatever reason, when it's like overtime or whatnot, they don't send us the Corrigo ticket for Whole Foods. at my process. It's good practice to keep the associates up to speed on what's going on with their equipment and how to prevent these types of nuisance calls. Got a little ice cream action going on over yonder. Boom. Whoop. De-icing coils isn't the most glamorous of jobs, but when we're talking overtime, oh yeah. Still de-icing, nothing major. I like to take the chunks out and put them in the tub of hot water. I mean, there is some heat loss, but not very much. Rain down on me. Oh, Lord. There he goes again. Let your love. Something, something like raindrops. Rain on me. This bucket and this next one, and we'd be done. Oh, no, don't spill, don't spill. Little bucket. Should be the last one. When washing, you want to make sure you can get enough melt water all the way down to the decking. It can cause draining issues if all of that ice isn't gone. Then you'll be right back doing this all over again, and probably on a Monday, without overtime. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Let's get some extra coil action here. Get the whole thing. A little wiggle and jiggle. You know, shake and bake. I was losing my mind a little bit. Well, time for more conversation. How we doing, boss?
What you doing over there, man?
A little bit. I had to take none of these apart in a long time. Oh yeah, I'll be doing like tutorials and trying to get some little extra on the side. Nah, I don't get nobody. It's just straight the equipment. See? This how they know you. I'm just a guy who de-icing coils. That should be it. And all of that had to be done before even beginning to diagnose the issue. But I like to put all my crap away before moving to the next step. I can never get to some. I just need to turn it slightly. Okay, there we go. Take all this apart. How we doing, boss? Another convo break. I appreciate it. Just doing like little tutorials for people getting into the industry. Helping out where I can. Maybe I can make some extra loot on the side. I try not to get anybody in there. So I'm gonna get this put back together and see, make sure the valve screen is clear. And then I'm gonna make sure everything's good upstairs with the suction valves, and it should be good to go. How was your Christmas? Oh, working? Yeah, I know this feeling. Yeah, man. I don't want. Well, they now they know, but look at that. Inspiring people. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. All right, so got our stuff all cleaned up. We're gonna put this thing back together and see if we can determine what the issue is. You cannot remember what the issue is. You're just trying to find where the tissue is. You can still be who you wish you was. It ain't happened yet, and that's where the tuition is. No old Kanye. Let's put this thing back together.
honeycombs back in. Just loosen them up a little bit.
I was actually surprised at how easy this thing was to get back together. Small miracles.
Throw it loose. Long big floppy. You know, big floppy. And I just put the B-roll together. Well, I don't got it together yet. Honeycombs. Get your punk ass in there. Perfect. Why is that one so much easier? Like butter. Like butter. Okay. Let's check out this valve screen. Tighten it up. That's what I understand. Yo, who the hell set this up like this?
Calm down, champ. On racks, if you can isolate the liquid line completely, you can quick check the valve screen live. Medium temp can probably give you a little bit of a jump scare when it pops off if you aren't ready. But it's a good way of checking this stuff on the fly.
Okay, that worked. Valve screen clear. So we just pop it back in. This works well on low temp stuff. 5/8 wrench and a crescent, because they need to be tight. Bingo bango. We're clean. Put it back together. Get our thermometer. The thermometer. Van plenum. Why the So what that is the distributor, the check valve, to keep refrigerant from going back this way during hot gas defrost. So it was set up for hot gas, but not anymore. That makes sense. Suction stop there. So this was set up hot gas or the cool gas from defrost coming back to the rack. You're gonna piss me off, ain't you?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Oh, right in the baby maker. Oh. Watch the edges on these cases, folks. It's like kicking the balls. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this guy. Two in there. And then, God damn it. I have to call you back, Shoemaker. There were some over here, weren't they? There's the one in the, no. So what's the other one? I don't know. So we got screws left over, folks. We got to make sure we take screws on every job, or else they don't count.
Bonuses are hard to come by, so you got to make it up where you can. You know, what you gonna do?
That's compensation for a job well done. You got to take a couple screws with it. The French toast. Where go the other screw? I got one there. Here, I am smart cookie. How many cookie you have? Put that ground back on. Oh yeah, good to go. Let's put this thing back together and cut her loose. Bam, 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 bam. It's right here. Whoops. Got a little cleanup. Aisle 23. So we're gonna wrap this call up.
The college football playoff is upon us. And, I mean, if Georgia wasn't playing, I'd probably stretch this out all day.
We'll wrap this up. Go watch some football.
So it looks like we're all wrapped up with this meat case. I'm gonna go upstairs and check suction pressure, make sure everything right there is doing fine. I was just pretty much de-ice and get on out of here. Shoemaker, you called me? I'll let you boy.